A caballo.
DJ Yoda, how's it going?
Yo, it's going good. Hectic, busy.
Yeah, you must be getting excited about the album release.
Yeah, I mean, the album is out in like 10 days now, so I'm right in the midst of everything that could be going on. Is going on.
You've been talking a lot about taking your sound somewhere new with this album. What direction do you see your sound moving in?
Well, all I'm really trying to do is make my production work representative of the kind of stuff that I would play when I DJ anyway. So it's just kind of informed by the kind of music that I would play when I DJ. And because I play right across the board, it's kind of difficult to give it a name of a sound. I mean, when I was making it, the album, I was thinking to myself, making the beats, like, I don't know what kind of thing you call this. This is not a genre. What kind of thing is this? And then as soon as I started getting like rapping put down on each beat, I was like, oh yeah, it's hip hop. So as soon as you put rapping on it, it's hip hop. So I guess like hip hop is always the backbone of what I do.
So what's been influencing your approach? Has it been specific music? Has it been locations or times and spaces?
I think a lot of it, especially this time around, has been more influenced by what's working in the club and the kind of stuff that I like to play in the club. So because it's been such a long time in the making this album, probably when I started making it, all the Baltimore club stuff was like the biggest thing that I was playing. That's kind of been and gone now. But there's certainly elements of that sound in some of the tracks on the album. Also, there's elements of like this moon button stuff. There's elements of more kind of bass stuff and trap and just kind of all these kind of new genres of dance stroke hip hop that are coming out and coming and going.
And the hip hop influence on the album comes through in the collaborations. I mean, Roots Maneuvers on there, Greg Nice, Action Bronson.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I kind of like, although there's a really random big mix of vocalists that I've collaborated with, I've kind of in my head separated them into different sections, and some of them are kind of, it's kind of like a history of the music that I've been into. So there's the earlier stuff, there's like the 80s pop influence, and that obviously comes through with Boy George and with Kid Creole and the Coconuts, and with even Michael Winslow from Police Academy, which is like a very 80s thing as well.
Yeah, I mean, you collaborated with a hero of anyone that grew up in the 80s.
That's kind of represents the stuff I was listening to as a kid. And then from like the 90s and that era of like when I was into that kind of golden era hip-hop sound, yeah, there's Greg Nice, there's M.O.P., you know, those kind of names, maybe Roots Maneuver. And then right up to date with kind of up and coming people that I'm feeling that are coming out now. That's hence Action Bronson, Man Like Me, even Sway, so the African Boy. So groups of different stuff representing periods of music that I've been into.
I think everybody wants to know how the Police Academy sound effect guy hookup came about. What's the story behind that?
He's out there like doing gigs as a comedian. Like he's got a great stand-up show which I saw and was blown away by. And just through someone that we know mutually, because I've been working with a lot of comedians. Like one tour that I did, one of my AV tours a couple of years ago, I had a stand-up comedian support me instead of a DJ, because I wanted to try that out just in terms of like just taking, again, trying to take DJing away from just club and two turntables and a guy standing there. Just wanted to try that out. So I was like entering this whole world of stand-up comics, and that's how I got in touch with Mike. Yeah,
there's Kid Koala also making an effort to keep things light-hearted and party vibe. Do you think that electronic artists are in danger of taking themselves a bit too seriously sometimes?
Definitely. It was the case with hip-hop DJs when I first started, and it's the case with electronic DJs now. But more so than that, what depresses me when I look at a lot of other DJs is the lack of skill and the lack of interest in the fact that there's no skill. It's depressing to me to see DJs get paid to turn up somewhere and people pay to go and see that DJ, and all they're doing is pressing play and waving their hands in the air, and no one's bothered about that. Like that's offensive to me because of the amount of effort and time that I put in honing my craft. And yeah, it's sad to see that situation going on. So it's really important to me to bring something to the table when I turn up to DJ that hopefully involves some kind of skill.
Wicked. I mean, with that in mind, what other AV artists or DJs do you enjoy watching?
I actually try and purposefully avoid watching other AV artists. I really I even go out of my way to not see people. Because I come at the video thing from a DJ angle rather than a video person's angle. I want to keep it that way, and I don't want to end up influenced by what other video artists are doing. Because I think that is kind of like my niche in that game, is that I'm coming at it from the DJ perspective. So I try and avoid seeing other visual people. DJ-wise, there's tons of people that still inspire me and still influence me. And in fact, like you mentioned Kid Koala, he's probably like the person that's most impressed me in the last year, because he brought this album out, 12-Bit Blues, that was like all built up out of blues samples, and that really, like, that was amazing to me to take scratch DJ in that direction.
Yeah, he's done his homework, certainly.
Yeah, for sure.
On to your own AV set now, coming up November the 10th at the Kentish Town Forum. Always special occasions. Will there be more breakdancing magicians this time?
You know what? Like, I've got so many surprises lined up for that show now that I'm starting to lose count of them. Like, the one the cat that's been let out of the bag is that Boy George is going to be there and performing the track that we collaborated on together. So that was like pretty awesome to find out. I never thought that would happen. It is. I've got other people that are featured on the album that I'm going to be bringing out. I've got people that aren't featured on the album that I'm going to be bringing out. And I've got another surprise that's nothing to do with even another person. It's just something that I'm going to bring out. So that's really mysterious. I'm sorry, but I like to keep the surprise out.
Right. It sounds like we got some next level weirdness going on to look forward to. Wicked. Well, okay, basically we've got some quickfire questions for you now that these were sort of voted on from the guys at the Soundcrash team and various people involved in the Soundcrash wider family. They said, right, we've got to hit Duncan with some quickfire questions. So just answer off the top of your head. Q listed you in the top 10 DJs to see before you die. Can you name 3 more in your opinion?
In my opinion.
In your opinion.
Okay, let's keep it topical. I'll say Kid Koala for one of them. I would say Q-Bert for a second one, because this is the best scratch DJ in the world. And let's throw a curveball for the third one. How about Same Low? Because it's quite a surprising one, but actually, like, if he's actually watching DJ, he's really incredible.
Cool. What is your must listen track of the week this week?
This week I have been listening. I've mainly been listening to trap music, and there's this song that I like. It's called Scaly, and it's by someone that you will have never heard of. Let's type it into iTunes. Called Loud, Puck and Gladiator. There you go. Okay,
cool. Next question. What was the best thing about the 80s?
That's a really hard question. I can only say hip hop.
Okay, cool. On to possibly the most revealing question of all. What is your favourite biscuit, DJ Yoda?
It changes a lot on a regular basis. I mean, this afternoon I was rocking some Garibaldi. That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Favorite biscuit of all time, I'm going to go for those Choco Leibniz. Do you know those ones? They're the ones with a kind of like wafery biscuit base, but then a milk chocolate cover on top of it, so you can kind of chew off the chocolate bit first. Do you like the way I can answer that question so quick?
Absolutely. I'm disappointed it's taken us to the end of the interview to get onto the important issues, to be honest, Yoda. Right, last one. Favourite member of the A-Team and why?
Hannibal, because he's always got a plan.
Wicked. DJ Yoda, it's been wicked talking to you, man.
Nice one, mate.
Thanks very much, and we'll see you on November the 10th at the Forum.
Look forward to it.